Video game bang, video game bang, video game bang. Mega Ran. Live from the sack, it's the livest. In fact, I'm putting rhymes on this track to put my guys on the map. Updates, geek news, tech talk, and reviews. They can summarize it so you ain't gotta breeze through. Listen once and you're forever fans. And I'm not saying it because their theme song features Mega Ran, the ultimate source of all geek media. Other podcasts, they just don't match up. Need proof? You can check the archives and catch up. Stats off the chain, we have rearranged the game. It'll never be the same. Now it's time to feel the
bang. What is up, my pizzas? Corey Vincent here, Video Game Bang. And that's right, we're doing it again. Brought to you by Oblivion Comics and Coffee, Sacramento's #1 spot for comics and coffee. And the biggest news of all, this Sunday, if you're in the Sacramento area, you could hang out with the VGB crew at the Sacramento Gamers Expo. It's one of our favorite events. You can learn more about it, buy your tickets in advance, because they're known to get a line out the door. And with this rain we've been having, you don't want to get stuck outside in line. You can just order online, get the tickets. You'll be reserved. You just walk in the door, whoop, and you're in the Sac Gamers Expo. You can see people like the voice actor for Bowser of Nintendo fame. You get to see Andre Meadows. There's local celebrities too. Like, there's some YouTubers in our area that are huge. You can go there, learn all about YouTube, learn all about esports. You can learn about cosplay from my friend Emma Skies. What's up, Emma?
This is me realizing I'm apparently going to the Sac Gamers Expo this
I know,
weekend.
you just don't listen to anything I say. You're just in your own little world.
I believe it was never phrased as a question.
Speaking of phrased as a question, your boy got kicked off of Jeopardy. I guess it might have happened a while. I'm way behind on the news. You're the big Jeopardy buff. Wasn't there some big mega star who's won more money than ever?
Yeah, James Holzhauser. That's not his name. Because every time I think of his name, I want to say Huell Hauser, which is not his name. But yeah, what about him?
Yeah, they're saying he was gypped. He was rigged. That they got him off the show. He didn't really lose. There's
sounds like a bunch of salty bitches is what it sounds like.
Whoa, were you not a fan of him?
No, I have no idea. I haven't watched. Are you talking about his initial run or his Tournament of Champions run?
No, his initial run.
Oh.
Yeah, when he won.
I think I watched the episode where he lost.
He lost to a girl named Emma.
Yeah, he did, because I was excited. I mean, I don't know.
Just because a girl named Emma won does not mean that you won Emma.
You won.
Yeah.
You do not get to claim that victory.
All Emmas.
Yeah.
I beat James
Holzhauser.
Edward James Olmos. You beat Edward James Olmos.
Also joining us on the show, long-term friend of mine.
You started that sentence before you knew where it was.
Yeah, 100%. I was reading your hat. You always come in with a plethora of hats. This one is a North Face hat.
This one's a North Face hat.
You cut down one goddamn tree, and then and he goes and buys a North Face hat.
Actually, I didn't cut down the tree.
Oh, no. What happened?
Wow.
It cut me down.
It cut me down.
And we both learned a lesson.
You can't cut
No,
down.
I couldn't get a scissor lift that A, would fit through my back fence, and B, was stable enough to work on gravel.
Wait, a
So I'm just
scissor
chancing
lift?
it. Yeah.
Why'd you need a scissor lift?
How else am I going to get to the tree? It's like a 35-foot tree.
You put a chainsaw on a pole, and you
Okay.
just lift it up.
So you joke.
So one of my neighbors has that.
Really?
Because,
So-
yeah.
My girlfriend's sister, her boyfriend works on telephone poles or cell phone towers.
Okay.
So he harnessed up and took his electric chainsaw and chained it to his harness, and he started scaling the tree
In the backyard of
In
the
the
place
backyard.
you
Yeah.
okay.
So
He's way too serious.
The idea was to climb up as high up as he could go and cut it down like bit by bit.
Yeah, like
Right.
Minecraft.
Like Minecraft.
Exactly.
And he got maybe a third of the way up, and he goes, "This next section is not going to hold me. This is not." But ironically, that tree is still standing with all the storms that we've been having. But our front tree, which seemed perfectly healthy, flew over and landed in our driveway.
Well, trees,
last
they
week.
feel each other's pain. So
They do.
When
It
you
was
hurt,
a sympathy fall.
when you hurt one, you hurt the other. Yeah. Also joining us on the show, putting in some work for VGB. If you guys noticed our brand new cool little slideshow, if you watch on twitch.tv, we got a makeover. Ours was way out of date. All the logos were bad and
Thank you for
everything.
fixing that.
You're a hell of a designer. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
So how's
Hi,
life been
guys.
for you? What's new since the last time you were on?
A lot of league stuff. I mean, I play league competitively. I'm trying to, guys.
How far up the ladder have you gone?
This is preseason, so it's just
God,
practice.
Forgive me, I'm such a.
That's preseason. So
This is preseason stuff.
Freaking
But
noob.
I'm still like, I guess, practicing, and then there's a tournament this weekend.
Ooh, a
so,
tournament.
yeah.
You're going to a tournament, or is it online?
It's online through
Okay.
league. Well, it's called Clash, so anybody can play as long as you have a team. And it's no specific like tiers. So
Wait, what does that mean? So you could be playing with pros?
yeah, I mean, if you have like a master like friend or a plat friend or something, and you're like bronze or iron or something, you could have them on your team. They don't limit you as far as like in season. They kind of limit you with who you can play with. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well, there's
Exciting.
Baby Yoda sensation continues to grow. One of the big stories coming
I
out of
literally
today.
just sent a Baby Yoda meme on Facebook
Oh,
as
I
we're
did
talking.
too.
Someone sent me basically it's honest. If you work in social media, you'll get it. But it's basically like a 2004. Your executive asked you, what's our Instagram strategy?
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, right now it's like, what's your Baby Yoda strategy?
Yeah.
What's your
'Cause it's taken over everything. What
It
do you
is.
guys think about this? Is it too much?
No, I love him.
I
No.
love him too.
I would kill a man for Baby Yoda.
I am one with baby.
Okay, if you had to choose, Emma, you had to choose
No.
between Baby Yoda or Keanu Reeves.
No, it's not a choice.
You
I'd
have
ever
to
make.
choose.
I don't.
It's like you have.
I can literally choose right now to not.
They're
choose.
both hanging off a cliff in the right.
Would never happen because they're. I was about to say they're both fake, so it would never happen.
Keanu Reeves is not fake.
Exactly.
Yoda is not fake, Emma.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Oh, man.
Baby Yoda or Baby Groot. Did y'all see that meme?
Oh, I
Oh.
saw that, and someone said I would burn Baby Groot
I
to
would
keep
throw-
Baby Yoda alive.
Exactly.
But think of it this way: Baby Groot can come back even if you kill him.
That's true. Well, Baby Yoda might be able to too. Force ghost.
We don't know. We
I
don't
don't-
know.
We don't know.
And
think
I
my-
saw another thing today that was like since people are probably going to be yelling already. It was like the quote, or when people yell at you, they're like, actually, it's not Yoda. It's different member of the same species.
Yoda
Is the new Frankenstein was the doctor. Like that's the new version of that.
Yeah.
3,500 years from now, and kids are like, Baby Yoda.
Like
Or-
actually.
Actually,
My
actually.
I think my favorite meme. Actually, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. Who's the actor that plays the Mandalorian?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. He.
It's a hard to pronounce name.
Oh, I didn't know for sure like what it was, and you're gonna like harp on me if I butcher it.
Yes, I
so,
will.
he retweeted it where Baby Yoda reaches over and hits a button in the ship, and Toto, Africa starts
yeah.
playing, and then he reaches over and turns it off, and then Baby Yoda watches him and flips the switch again, and it turns around. It was the funniest one.
But he retweeted it and he said,
Like,
"But I
first
would
of all,
never turn this
I would
song off."
turn that song
I
off.
love that.
I like
Uh,
the ones with the cup too.
My favorite so far has been
Yeah.
like, because you just want him to take the helmet off, and it's like, I 100% know what Pedro Pascal looks like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what does he look like under the helmet?
Yeah,
I know what he
same,
looks
same.
like.
I feel
But then
the
I saw
same
the
way.
things that was like, in episode 1, you can see his bare wrist when he like moves his gun.
oh man.
And there was a shot in this episode where like the light hits the helmet. If you pause it on that exact frame, you can kind of see a little bit through the visor.
Oh my gosh.
the
They did the tease though with the thing.
They did.
Oh.
When
I was
they
like,
did the
oh,
tease. They did.
snap.
They
I was
did-
like,
they tried to tease
what?
us. I'm like, he's in full view of all these people that can see him right
But
now.
but let's
Window.
just talk
right?
about those plays she was making.
oh,
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was like, this is getting.
Good for
She
her.
was thirsty.
Not
you know,
subtle.
Her.
She was thirsty.
You know, I feel like we
With a
can
capital
talk
T.
spoilers on this show because it is officially the most streamed show. Like it passed up Stranger Things. So at this point, if you're not watching it, you're not watching it on purpose. So
Yeah,
It's your
agreed.
own fault.
how many of you thought they murked Baby Yoda in the episode?
No.
I thought so.
I
was-
thought at the time. Well, no, I was worried at the time, and then I realized it's Disney. So literally
Yeah.
nothing is going to happen
Yeah,
to Baby
the
Yoda.
same people that killed Han Solo.
As soon
Yeah, but
as
this is Baby Yoda.
you know what sold it was the cut to the birds flying.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did.
Yep.
I was
saw
like,
it.
"Ooh."
Yeah, I was like,
It hit me in the Ned Stark feels.
Yeah,
Like,
it did.
I had that
Like,
same.
hot
vibe.
damn.
Oh, so it's this kind of show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually wouldn't have minded it from a creative standpoint, and I really hope they were going to leave him on the planet because I'm kind of. I love Baby Yoda. I'm going to reserve it. You know, I'll get one. I'll get the little plush toy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just don't want it to dominate the series.
I know that's my worry is that this becomes less the Mandalorian, more the Baby Yoda show.
Yeah,
like
no.
I need more.
Toot, Baby Yoda.
Terrible.
Well, they got to do it soon because if people do get too attached to the character, and then once he's gone from the show,
It's like, what do we attach?
yeah.
Well-
Imagine if Seinfeld did that with Cosmo Kramer after season 1, and you got this thing that everybody attracts to, and,
It's
out.
and it's just gone.
So my thing is,
See, that's an okay boomer moment.
I want to see. Wow. I want to see
Emma, leave me alone.
what's gonna happen to Baby Yoda because something happens. Like, why is this Yoda species not in any of the new Star Wars?
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's buying a Baby Yoda paraphernalia?
Oh, I will
100%.
Day one.
100%.
What do you have your
seen
eye
the
on?
shit merchandise they've been putting out though?
Yes.
Is
I'm
it
like,
all-
that is not what I want.
They're
It's like
rushing
a
it.
picture of the concept art on a T-shirt.
They're rushing
Yeah.
it.
Because I heard not that long ago that there was no plans to make Baby Yoda stuff before the holiday season.
Which is
That's-
stupid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom,
should've.
Baby Yoda stuff. And I'm like,
I
it
would have
sounds like they
assumed
might rush
that they
it.
made him specifically for the holiday
Yeah,
merchandise,
same.
not the other way around, because it's fucking Disney and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty apparent that this is going to take over this whole thing.
I saw Walmart put up the like what they called a plushie, which was not a plushie.
What was it?
Like it looked like it might have had a plush body maybe,
but
but
the
it was
head
like
was
a
like
hard
plasticky?
plastic
Yeah, I
head.
saw that.
Oh yeah, I don't
And
like
I saw
those.
it when it went up, and there was like a pre-order button, and I was like, oh, I'll get it later, and then it was gone. The next time I saw it,
They
and I
have
think
a-
they took it off the website.
They have a supersized Funko Pop, a regular Funko Pop, puzzles, T-shirts.
I would do a Funko Pop.
I don't know if a Funko
I want
Pop
a
can
plushie.
capture the cuteness of it. I kind of want the plushie
Yeah,
too.
same.
The plushie.
I gotta go back to one of the memes for a second though. I saw it today. And it cracked me up. It was the one of him holding his soup.
Yes.
And it said
That was
it
the
was
cutest thing.
me coming back from the bar with 3 vodka sodas after my friends cut me off.
So it's Rachel.
I actually posted one that was like with him holding the soup, and
Yeah.
it was like me watching my friends live their best lives. Like, it was the cutest thing.
I
was
love
like,
it. I love it. So I'm very here for the Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
I love him.
think
I
it's-
want
I would
him-
kill a man in real life
Yeah.
for Baby Yoda.
I think the first presidential candidate to tweet a Baby Yoda meme will probably
You got to do
win
it
the
quick
candidacy.
though. Like you got to do
Yeah,
it
you gotta be
now
on it.
because
Yeah.
it can't turn into like Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah.
It can't.
Oh,
can't turn into
I
that.
forgot
Never
about
forget.
that.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Damn, it single-handedly ended the Clinton
Yeah.
campaign right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. It did.
She was gonna win.
Yeah,
Damn those emails. It was the Pokemon Go to the
it was that
polls
Pokemon Go rumor.
that screwed her
yeah.
up. That's
and
what it was.
It's even better that it was the electoral college that she lost and not the popular vote because that means the delegates, the super delegates, she lost them with Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah.
I need a
Super
Baby
delegates.
Yoda in the form of Tickle Me and Baby Elmo. Like, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
When
yeah,
they
yeah.
brought those out at Walmart, it was like they look
Man.
like Elmo. They move.
When I
need
have
a
like the
Baby
little
Yoda
furry
like
porg that they got, and like you press the button and its wings flap and it makes the
Yes.
porg
I need
noises, I
something
need
like
that
that.
as the Baby Yoda.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
I want him to have the little bra.
God.
I like having
imagine?
excuses to
That
buy.
could be a
Minecraft.
sick ass piggy bank.
Ooh, there you go.
If you had
Going
like,
back
if you
to
put
Pokey-
like
I mean,
little coins
to,
in it, and then he
Pocahontas.
just tips it back into his mouth.
Oh my God.
They're putting Baby Yoda in Minecraft,
I saw.
Complete.
Somebody made a mod.
complete with the soup bowl
Yeah, somebody made the mod and force powers.
Yeah.
and force powers.
Yeah, I was like
Wow.
lifting a zombie up. That was pretty sick. So bring on the Baby Yoda. His stonks are really high right now.
Is what?
His stonks.
Oh God,
I'm telling you, it's a
No.
real thing.
this is not. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Black Widow trailer just came out.
no.
Emma, I bet
All
you're
right,
super
all right.
excited about this.
Okay,
one.
we're just gonna get right into this.
We've been so excited.
What?
Oh, you don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know.
Emma is a
This
big.
Black Widow movie can suck my dick.
She hates Scarlett Johansson.
I don't actually hate
To
Scarlett
death.
Johansson.
She would kill
Here's the
Scarlett
thing that's
Johansson
hard when
for
you're talking
Baby
about this
Yoda.
is you can't listen to anything they say because they are too like they just lie about everything. and
Okay,
you're just
say
like,
it from
Whoa.
your perspective. Say it from your
Whoa.
perspective
Yes.
then.
We exaggerate. Lie is a bit.
Why
excessive.
don't you like Black Widow? I need to know.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Well,
Here
this has
we
been our
go.
show, everybody.
Because
Thank you for tuning in.
Because
me and Corey will
I
be tuning
absolutely
out.
love Marvel, so I love all
Oh,
the
me too.
Marvel
I
crap.
fucking
But I
live
like-
for the MCU.
I like Scarlet.
Can we
Black
get
Widow
those?
is- I
like
Let's
Black
get those
Widow.
Emma
Irrelevant.
Soapbox is there.
Emma soapboxes in the chat, please.
Are
before-
we doing this? Is what we're doing right now?
Yeah. Here we
Alright.
go. We're just making sure chat's ready.
I did a 4 a.m.
She like
Twitter
rolled
rant
up her
about it.
sleeves. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I saw. That's
Thank
why
you
I said
for coming
we have
to
talk
Emma's
about
TED
this.
Talk.
I do.
All right. Well, so explain why you have such fierce
So
hatred.
first of all, this movie's 10 years too late. Like, you missed your shot. Just accept it. You already killed the character off, and she is
spoilers.
more than irrelevant. This is bandwagoning. Like, this is the most blatant bit of bandwagoning of like, oh shit, I guess people will see a movie if we put women in it, which we didn't think they would 10 years ago. Well, we'll just do it now so we can make some money.
Is that what you think?
That's 100% what
Okay,
it is.
so I don't feel like that's the case with Black Widow. I feel like they kind of prolonged it because even when they put out like Iron Man 2 or 3, they spoke of Black Widow like
No,
the
but Ike
movie
Perlmutter is a sexist piece of shit, and he wouldn't have never let... He was the CEO of Marvel Entertainment at the time, and he never would have let them do a Black Widow movie. Like, that was why they didn't do it at the time. Because Ike Perlmutter is a literal piece of human garbage, and he wouldn't let them do a Black Widow movie, and he wouldn't let them do Black Widow merchandise, because nobody wants to see women unless they're eye candy.
So
like, that was who he was.
Do you think this movie is being published with bad intentions then? Like, you don't think their intentions are pure?
I'm sure their intentions are to make money with every single other...
Marvel
thing that
movie.
they ever do. It's to make money. If
Okay.
they're gonna be, if they're gonna try and market it as like, oh, look at us, we're so progressive. Look at our female lead. Like, no, you can't play that card here because that
okay.
card is 10 years too late.
okay.
But
I-
I have
I don't know, it's only like
All
three-
right, one at a
if-
time. One at a
It's-
time.
okay,
one at a
first of
time.
all, can I go and say it's only like 3 years too late because it really only started having female leads as superheroes the last couple years.
No, but
Yeah,
it's 10 years too late, and that if you were gonna do a Widow movie, it should have come out after she was introduced 10 years ago.
But
I think it was a little
don't
less
think-
than 10 years ago, to be honest.
No,
Do you
actually,
think they
it was
thought?
2000.
Well,
It was
I don't think
2009.
they
Was it?
thought
Mhm.
about like making her movie until everybody was like hyped with her and was like, "Oh, we should have a Black Widow movie," because then they saw her character development throughout the other Marvel movies, and then they're like, "Okay, kind
Oh,
of
what
like
character
Captain
development?
Marvel.
What character development?
No, not character
No,
development.
you
Huh,
mean-
hold on. One at a time. One at a time.
You
One at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time.
This is a
Oh,
whole
God.
beast."
The delegate from North Face has the floor.
You're wearing an O'Neill shirt. Who the fuck are you?
Alpha David. So
Oh my god!
it would not have made sense for them to make a Black Widow movie after she was introduced until I would say after Avengers. Because up until Avengers she had a larger role, but up until Avengers, she was like a
Like a
little more
side
than a
character.
background character. She was a side character.
She was a token woman.
Okay, if you want to phrase it like that.
That's 100% what
if
she
you,
was.
Okay, okay. If you want to phrase it like
I
that.
do. I
that's
do want
fine.
to phrase it like
All
that.
right. All
Let
right.
the record show she does want to phrase it that way.
I thought I had the floor here.
You
I
did.
had the, okay. So, it does. So it's not 10 years too late because Avengers
sorry,
didn't
it's
come
8
out in
years
10
too late.
years, 10 years ago. I will
was
tell
10
you.
years too late.
I will agree with you on the fact that I don't understand why they're coming out with it right now.
After she
After
fucking
she's
died.
dead.
And you're
It
going to
makes no
start the
sense.
next phase
I
of
had-
Marvel with a flashback to a dead character.
I had to Google when does the Black Widow movie take place, and
Between
it takes
Civil
place
War and Infinity War.
Yes, in those 2 years. So why they're going back that far for a character that now no longer really matters? At first, my first thought when she was saying I had to like run out quickly or something like that in the first beginning of the trailer, I was like, wait, are they trying to play that she like didn't actually die?
I will kill myself.
But
She's
no.
still alive.
It takes place back then, and so I was just like, it doesn't make sense that they're releasing it. That being said, it's just a movie. Don't go see it.
I won't. But anyway, we're discussing why. We're discussing why,
so
though.
I mean,
Okay, Lexi's turn.
I like Marvel,
I have a lot more reasons, by the
and
way.
I really like the trailer and everything, but I feel like they're gonna tie in something for the next phase, especially with Taskmaster and stuff like that. I feel like he might appear somewhere. In
That's
the
the thing.
next
Like,
phase,
Taskmaster,
so I, get
I
that
hope
part, so-
stays and is a part of Phase 4. But
That's-
Marvel
yeah.
has a very bad habit of killing their villains in the first movie they're in. Like,
That's
they do that with
true.
all of their
Sometimes the
villains.
We've
first
been
couple
waiting
seconds,
on
like
Cat.
Crossbones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very disappointing. I was like, oh, Crossbones. He's going to be a part of this
Yeah.
movie. Oh, nope. He got killed in the opening
Yes,
action
he did.
sequence.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But like, it just, so if they're gonna use Taskmaster, I'm afraid they're gonna waste him on this movie because he's a good villain who deserves a good story arc. But they're gonna waste him on this stupid movie. Then in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean anything.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
I
Okay,
feel
here's
like
the-
he'll like at the
So
end
I'm
something
hoping
will happen
he
and he'll
lives. But
come
if you
back.
go by Marvel's track record, they're gonna he's gonna die.
Here's a couple theories. One, Maybe it was just in her contract and they have to deliver.
Yeah.
And this is the time it would do the least amount of damage.
Yeah.
2, what if when she jumped off the cliff, this is the flash that happens before she hits the ground?
So stupid.
You know?
Oh, snap!
Or she's in the afterlife and, you know,
then that
With
means
the
it's the
soul,
last.
the soul stone.
exactly.
That means the
that's
last scene better be
true.
her
That's
dying
true.
on the floor, and I'm like, cool. Now we're done.
She
with you.
learns the
Get out.
lesson and escapes the soul realm.
I will kill myself.
Or this is in the multiverse.
Yes.
Boom. Somebody
hate all
else
of
said,
it. I
"Don't
hate all of
forget,
it.
Cap reset some of the universe."
That's what I just
No,
said.
no. But that was the whole. He specifically couldn't reset that because they have to have the soul stone. You
That
can't
has to-
reset that.
Yeah, that thing had to
we
happen
had a
for them to
whole
get there.
conversation
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like-
but okay, hang on. If we're going there and we're making that argument, then a lot of the time travel thing does not make sense in that movie.
Nope.
So we can't get all back into that because they could do that and everybody could be like, "Oh, that doesn't make any sense because they had to have the whole soul stone to make it
And
all
they
happen."
just do it anyway.
Yeah, they could just do it anyway because it's Marvel and time travel doesn't matter.
I
Because
think,
exactly how they say time travel doesn't work is how they worked it.
what is that called? I don't read very many books. But what's that thing called at the beginning of the
Oh.
book that's not chapter 1?
Prologue.
Prologue.
Wow.
Maybe this is a
Damn, I feel so
prologue
smart
to
right
the
now.
whole next part.
Which doesn't make any sense. Why
which-
are you doing that with an irrelevant character?
She's not
because
relevant.
it
She's
doesn't
actually
matter.
alive.
It doesn't
She
matter
is.
at this point because it's just a prologue. I think that's why they make the
So
prologue of a
stupid.
book because it doesn't really matter.
Well, she did mention that she didn't like something I saw in an article where she was like she didn't want to do this at first, and then she was like she had to like a ode to the fans.
Probably-
And
Oh,
all that.
whatever.
I don't think there was a lot of.
I didn't really want to make a couple $1 million,
One-
Yeah,
but
couple $100
anyway.
million.
I owe it to the fans.
One person with 5 followers on Twitter put hashtag, Black Widow movie, and Scarlett was like, I have to make
Right.
this.
I have to do this.
It's like it's not the $100 million I'm gonna make on this movie. It's for the fans, and that's the thing. Like, this would have had more impact if A, it came out years and years and years ago, and B, if it had come out before Scarlett Johansson pissed everybody off every time she opened her mouth.
Okay, this is my
Jesus.
thing though. I
Wow.
think this will make an impact because most people that I know love Black Widow, first of all. So they're gonna be hyped that it's like, oh, Black Widow, she's a bad blah blah blah. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But then secondly, a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel. So this is like y'all better deliver with this movie kind of thing. So
Did people not like Captain Marvel?
No.
It got great reviews.
I feel like more girls like Black Widow than Captain Marvel.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Not
I've
this
seen-
one.
Black Widow fucking
I know. I
no.
But I've seen like more people like verbally say I like Black Widow.
And like the
so-
Black Widow in the MCU is objectively a bad character. Like she is from the very beginning been a blank slate that they just slap whatever personality they want for that current movie. So like in the first in Iron Man 2, she's just like a sexy token woman in a cat suit, and that's all she needed to be.
Yeah.
And then in Age of Ultron, they were like, "Oh, we need a pointless romantic subplot, so we'll throw that on her." And now she's got all this bullshit. And then they were like, "Oh, well, we want her to. We need a diplomat." Okay, so now
Yeah.
she's a fucking diplomat for some reason, even though she just told all of Congress to go fuck themselves. Like they just every time they haven't had consistent writing on her from the very beginning. And then the Russo brothers tried to come in and do some rehab on the character, but like the damage was already done. She's been an incredibly inconsistent, poorly written character, like from the beginning. And it's just like her whole thing is like she is hot and she fights well. And I'm like, cool,
Did you see
that's
they
what
might,
you've been from the beginning.
Yeah, can I just read this comment from chat before we put a pin in this one because I think it sums up everything Emma just said in one sentence beautifully from a guy named The Dude in our chat. He says, totally agree with Emma, but I would watch Scarlett play checkers for 2 hours.
Good God. Good God.
Yeah, exactly what Emma said.
That and like this movie just looks like, and that's just a personal thing, but like the movie just looks boring. Like it looks like every other Russian spy femme fatale movie you've ever seen.
La Femme Nikita.
Like it's literally that. It is literally like Red Sparrow, fucking Atomic Blonde, all these like Russian spy movies. That's exactly what it is. Just with sillier costumes.
I have a clarifying question. I
Yes.
saw a meme today and I need to know if there's any truth to it.
You know what they say truth about memes, right? There's a little bit of truth in every meme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Comrade Russia.
Red Guardian.
Okay.
Yes.
Captain.
Tomato.
Yeah, David Harbour.
It is him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the meme I saw was
And his name is Alexei.
Yeah. Was it
What?
Stranger
The
Things?
character's name is Alexei.
Yeah,
I
it was
saw that
the
too.
Stranger
It's
Things
funny.
kids,
And
and they're like
were
leaning
like-
over.
No.
And
Yeah,
the
I saw
caption
that.
was
That's great.
is Hopper while he's in Russia.
Yeah.
And it's putting on the
Yeah,
helmet
that's what-
and like doing this and like fighting and stuff like
But
that. I
yes,
was
it
like,
is.
oh,
It
That
is
David
him.
Harbour. And the thing that sucks
Okay.
is like it has a good cast. Like Florence Pugh is amazing. Rachel Weisz is in it. David Harbour's
Scarlett
in it.
Johansson.
Scarlett
ScarJo.
Johansson's in it. I mean, get it, whatever. It's got a good cast, and I mean, it's a Marvel movie. It's gonna be well made, but it's just like, what is this movie? Like, what do we need this?
There are two
Why do we
reasons-
need this?
There are only two things that I'm disappointed in this movie. A, it wasn't done sooner, and B, it was not a prequel. I want to know more of like the spy training and stuff like that. I also
But
want
she
to
was
know.
what you
so
get in this
young
movie.
that they'd have to de-age her the entire movie.
Yeah.
I want to know. Hey, if they could take a mustache off of
Superman,
Cavill,
yeah.
Clearly, they
Sure.
couldn't.
then they
Clearly
could
they
de-age
couldn't.
Scarlett Johansson. I want to know what happened in Budapest. I want to know some of these backstories.
Again, Budapest would have been a movie that would have been good to come out after Avengers.
It
If
would have
that
been-
was when you
yes.
did like a buddy
After
movie
Avengers, buddy movie,
with
Hawkeye,
and
and
Scarlett
ScarJo.
Johansson.
Yeah.
Like if you had done that, that would have been great. Would have been
I would've been
great
here for
timing
that.
for it. It would have fit in the story. it
So,
would have been a really good
with
prequel. But
that
they were like,
point,
"Nah, we're not making this movie
For
with
Disney
a woman."
Plus, though, because he has his show, do you think they'll bring her in and do something?
No, because
I
the Disney
feel
Plus
like
show
they
is going to
might.
be about Kate Bishop.
Yeah, but do you think they'll have like a backstory with him?
I hope not.
Auntie Nat.
Like she might make appearances if they're
That's
going to
what I
do the
was saying,
family
like,
stuff, but like
yeah.
I would be worried that that would just overshadow the show.
Other cool things to look forward to.
I can't.
Are we done with this?
Oh, before.
God, please.
All I'm saying, this movie doesn't need to be made. It should have been made 10 years ago, and you're a bunch of cowards, and now you're only making it to make money.
I'm gonna go see it
Same,
for
baby.
sure.
I'm sure. But
Day
that's the thing. Like
one.
none of it
Day
matters because the
one.
movie's gonna make $1 billion because that's what they do now, and like it's gonna get good reviews. But like, whatever. So none of it matters anyway.
What I'm hoping is just some little nod. They can do the whole movie and it could play out, and they like maybe spill like a little chemical and it seeps into the ground and causes apocalypse to be created or
Wow.
to wake up or something like that. That would make this whole movie worth it. Just give me one
We
little.
might see X-Men in this movie.
Apparently she's
We
a
could.
fucking mutant because she's like jumping out of goddamn planes and doing things that should be crushing her knees.
Yeah.
Like she's just a person. She's just a person.
is
Hey,
Batman.
yeah, no, so is Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bond.
And they show him getting fucked up from everything that he's doing. It's the whole point of the Dark Knight.
Bond.
Rises.
James Bond.
Yeah.
James
movie
Bond
coming out.
trailer.
How did that one? You were a little more positive on that.
I was
one,
a little
right?
more positive on that.
I
Because
didn't
it's
know
not
you were a
10
big.
years too late.
I didn't know you were a Bond head.
I only started
love
watching James Bond movies with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Really?
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
because
I-
that was the age like that I was finally like.
Golden
And
Eye.
you were really
Yeah.
into them though. Like you
Yeah.
followed the plot lines. You cared
Yeah.
about the characters and all
Yeah.
that. Wow, that's
I
bizarre
think
to me.
Casino Royale is still probably my
That's
favorite.
like a one,
Casino
yeah.
Royale is so fucking.
Is that the
good.
one
Did
when
you
he's
read the
driving a
books?
Ford Taurus?
What?
What? Why'd
One
you
of the
get-
Bond movies.
James Bond would never be caught dead outside of an Aston Martin.
I shit you not. One of the Bond movies, I want to say it's Casino Royale, when he goes to like the freaking Bahamas or some tropical place, he's driving in like this Ford 500 or something like that. I swear, because it stuck with me. I was like, why is James Bond driving a Ford? And if Ford GT,
Now I
okay.
need to know.
Ford Taurus, did MI6 like run out of money? Is
no.
it budgetary cuts?
No,
Why?
Ford wanted to be in that movie really bad,
They
and,
had to pay a shit ton of money.
and they paid the studio the most money.
Okay,
that's how
all
they,
right.
that's how they
CEO
always
execs,
choose things.
Mr. Ford here. I would like to put up our car for consideration to be the new Bond car. Oh, the new Ford GT. No.
Ford Taurus,
The Ford Taurus. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's
Heated-
economical,
heated seats,
heated seats, and cruise control.
backup camera, boom.
Backup camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I really, if you ask me right now, I have more fond memories of the video games still
Yeah,
than I
love the
do
video games, too.
anything. Yeah,
Did you read the books?
there's
I've only
books?
read.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's the
James
original
Bond is a
series
book.
by Ian Fleming.
I thought it was based off a video game.
The only one that I've read.
I thought they made Goldeneye
Oh
007.
my god!
I read
you
the
disgust
books.
me.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
So have you read the books?
Mhm.
Have you read?
I read the books and watched some movies.
I've only I've only read, and I only remember this because I just found it when I was cleaning my bookshelf the other day. But I
the
read
thin
Silverfin, which was the first young Bond book.
Wow. Wow.
That's the only Bond book I've read, and
That's
I
a
fucking
throwback.
loved that book.
I just know that Oddjob is OP. He's so powerful.
Anyway, but yeah. So, what's your favorite Bond movie? Because you're clearly a Bond aficionado.
A Bond head. That's what they call
I'm
him.
trying to think. I love
Bondette.
Die Another Day. Is that what? It was
Is that with
called?
Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was a good one.
then, I like the Daniel Craig ones too, but I also like
He's
the really
really
old school
good.
ones. Not okay. So there's Pierce Brosnan, the guy before him.
Sean Connery?
Yes,
Sean
I loved
Connery.
his.
Ian Fleming liked Sean Connery so
I
much as
loved
James
him
Bond
so
that he
much, too.
changed the canon of his own
Really?
books to make Bond Scottish.
Wow. I think we forget how
I didn't
like
realize
much
he
of
did
a
that for that
icon
reason.
he was in his younger days.
He was
Sean
yeah.
Connery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the heartthrob.
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing I always bring up when people talk about like miscasting people or like non-canon casting, and they're like, I'm like, it doesn't matter. If the author likes him, they will literally change the canon for
Yeah.
him, like Ian Fleming did with Sean Connery. But yeah, I can't believe you didn't know
I
Bond
love
was
him.
books.
No, I had no fucking clue. The other thing we could talk about before we get into some gaming news is we got to see our first like flushed out like Witcher scene. So it looks. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of been a little not so excited about this, but then after seeing what the scenery looked like and just the quality of the fighting, it looks like very Game of Thronesy, but with action.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But with action?
Yeah.
But with action.
Like Game of Thrones didn't have action, obviously. So it's like if you put action inside Game of Thrones, which didn't have any action,
It
you
did
might
not have
get-
any action.
which you might get The Witcher.
They had like action every 3
I
episodes.
also like that you're calling it like a Game of Thrones level off of one scene.
Yeah, literally. After just like 10 seconds, you can tell it's gonna
That's
be
Game of
that
Thrones.
quality. You didn't. What did you? You didn't have any thoughts or opinions?
I mean, it looks like what I would have expected it to look like. It looks high quality. I would have expected it to look really high quality. They're clearly spending a lot of money on it.
Well, hang on. Did you have an expensive TV when you watched it? Because you might need to have a high-end TV to watch this.
So I can actually see it, so it's
So you
not
can
too
see
dark.
it, so it's not too dark.
Yeah, no, it looks high quality
cut.
off of one scene, which is fine. We'll see what the rest of it looks like. They had their premiere in LA last night, and a few of my friends actually got to go, and I'm really bummed that so they got to like see the episode, and I'm just like, cool. I didn't need an invite to that. That's fine.
You're supposed to be happy for your friends. That's kind of messed up.
Fuck 'em.
I'm really upset that my friends got to go see
Yeah,
this
no, yeah.
awesome fucking thing way before everybody else.
Yeah, sucks.
Jeez. No, I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm glad it's at that thing. You mentioned like what the reviews were like, and I just Google searched what the reviews were, and all of the headlines seemed positive at a glance.
Real quick, back to James Bond. Ted Dude in chat coming in with another banger. Casino Royale 2006 Ford Mondeo, which is basically British's version of the Ford 500 or Ford Taurus, whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was right. Let's
Very
record show.
exciting times if you're an old school Halo person, if you loved Halo Reach, because it is officially available on the PC via the Games Pass system. And I downloaded it. I'm not well read on what was happening here, but my understanding was I was downloading the Master Chief Collection, which included Reach. But it doesn't seem like all the games were ported. I only had access to Halo Reach itself.
I think you have to download the Master Chief Collection, and then you download Reach as an add-on to the Master Chief Collection.
But
Yeah.
the-
Or you can just download Reach, or you
Yeah.
can just download the Master Chief
And even if you
Collection.
just download Reach, it still downloads Master Chief Collection to use it as a launcher.
Okay. So is there ports for Halo 1, 2, and 3 on the PC yet, or is it just Reach?
Coming soon
Okay.
to a computer near you.
It felt super smooth, though. Are you going to replay this one, Emma? I know you're a big Halo fan.
I'm gonna get it on Xbox.
Ugh.
Like why would I get it on PC? Why would I care?
Because it's so smooth and
I don't
PC's so nice.
Care. Why would I get why
I already
I feel
played
like
it.
you would be more surprised if I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get this on PC, and like none of you would know what to say. You should be floored. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get this on PC. I'll get it when. Is it already available for Xbox, or was it not
I think
available?
it's been
Okay,
available
yeah.
for
So I'll just download the update. and
I
use
read-
It's
Reach.
like $5.
I am reading a lot of people online saying things like, I can't wait to download this, but I need to go get a controller, or I need to, I have to buy a
Wow.
controller for this thing. It seems like counterproductive to playing this game on the PC. like
Halo was meant to be played on the Xbox, though, with a controller.
That's how it was originally made, but obviously mouse and keyboard is a superior game input. So when you port it over to the PC, there's an I just can't wait to play this game with what I've learned from other games. Like the level at which you can play competitively and shoot the things that you want to shoot on a mouse and keyboard is so satisfying. Like I love, like when I played on a controller, you know, you always want to get headshots. You know, you just, it's in your nature to aim, but you just can't, because that's not what the controller was made for. Controllers were made for Mario. You know, you jump up and down.
And Halo.
Not Halo.
Which is what it was literally designed to play with.
Because they were inferior. That's the only reason. At the time, they didn't have the power back then. You forget, this is the 2000s.
They're limited by the technology of their time.
100%.
I really hope one day we get to a world where nobody cares about console wars or console
That's
versus
never gonna
PC
happen.
anymore, because I literally could not care less. It happens with PC versus Xbox, because I always get shit because I'm on Xbox. So it happens with PC versus Xbox, and then it happens with PlayStation versus Xbox. And every time I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you play PC. I don't care that you play PlayStation. I care that we all play games. We all have fun playing games. We all enjoy games. All right? Fuck off.
We're a tribe mentality, human beings, and so we like people to be subscribed to the tribe that we're in. So when you have someone who's, you know, in an inferior team like console players, and you're a PC person, you want them to see the light. You want them to find the truth that you have found.
So you're in a cult.
I was going to say, when's the Kool-Aid being passed?
You're in a
Basically-
religious cult.
Basically, I'm in a religious cult. 100%. You nailed it. Thank you.
Yikes.
What else do we got going on in the video game world? League of Legends just came out with a big settlement. So we've covered kind of some of their atrocities or some of their wrongdoings over time.
Well,
And
atrocities is the right word.
was it the right word?
Yeah, it was the right word.
I mean, they seem to have been doing so much better lately.
Yeah, it
So-
seemed like they were.
And this might be a part of that. You know, maybe part of the image change and the culture that's happening there now is a reflection of, and this is, you know, maybe putting the stamp that this really is the truth. But what's exactly happening over there, Lexi?
So, Riot Games agreed to pay out at least $10 million to women who worked at the company in the last 5 years as part of a settlement in a class action lawsuit over alleged gender discrimination.
Damn. So wait, so it's
and this
10.
was filed on Monday.
It's not $10 million each.
No.
It is about 1,000 women who are getting paid out from a pool of $10 million.
Wait, they hired 1,000 women?
Yeah.
All right, that's better than I thought.
And I guess the longer you've been there, apparently,
And it'll
the
actually
more
be
you
about
get.
$6 million, not 10, after like fees and shit.
Taxes, all that.
So what are we taking away from this? Are they changed? Are they on the mend? Was this a sign of better times to
They
come?
got a new logo, so.
I mean,
That's how you know.
that's how you change.
I noticed recently, because on LinkedIn, I always like stalk them anyway. I noticed they hired a lot of like new members to their team. Like they have a diversity like lady and all this stuff. So I see that they're
I want that
changing.
job. Diversity
Diversity.
lady.
Diversity.
Oh my
Diversity
God.
lady.
Emma,
Honestly, that sounds like what Riot would call it.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like what they would call
Savage.
it.
I feel like
True.
it's that the episode of The Office with Diversity Day.
Oh my God. But yeah, so I see that they're changing things and they have hired people. I don't know. I'm guessing this was like apparently back in the day, like something happened. So
Lots of something.
lots of something's happened.
Yeah, so this is
we
an
don't
old-
know the story of it though.
Yeah, I mean, and this is kind of like from the older stuff too. Like this is a settlement
Yeah.
from an ongoing lawsuit. It's not like this is something that just happened. Like they made all these changes and now it's happening again. Like
This
has been going on for a while. So yeah, it says that no one will receive less than $500 and most will
Yep.
receive more than $5,000.
jeez.
Yeah.
Last thing we have on the news front is another person goes exclusive to another gaming platform jumping in. Facebook Gaming, I guess, has been like slooping
Popping
up.
off.
Yeah, they've been popping off, grabbing some talent. They grabbed the #1 Smash player, Zero. And then you said they got
Literally
Melanie
never
Mack.
heard him.
Yeah, so Melanie plays on Facebook. I haven't seen her play on Twitch in a while. I don't know if she like does Twitch and Facebook, but
Yeah.
I know she plays on Facebook a lot.
I wonder why would people stream on Facebook?
And the thing is that I feel like if you really just wanted to randomly stream, I guess you could just do a Facebook Live type situation because it's pretty easy. Like I've seen like the setup, like the button, like you just click it basically. And
Oh,
go
is that
live.
right?
Yeah. So it isn't like, I don't know, on Twitch how you have to.
I streamed
be
on
more
Facebook.
intensive
We
with it?
we put the show on Facebook for a hot minute. And
Literally, because Twitch was down. So
yeah,
Stop.
but
He
it
said
was really
literally
weird
1
because
minute.
Facebook's all about your family and an older crowd. And I have
Yeah.
a lot of like aunts and like grand
Yeah.
aunts and
oh
stuff.
man,
So
I
my-
remember that.
Could you imagine?
My grandma was like the most active one in chat all the time. I have
She-
no idea what's happening, but I just,
She would get on us for making fun of Corey. Stop making fun
yeah,
of him.
leave him alone.
Stop.
That's why I kind of was like, Facebook, it doesn't seem like the move. And Emma, you said you'd never heard of Zero.
No.
Zero? Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Wait,
It doesn't surprise me, I guess.
I mean,
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
in the Nintendo community,
I was about to
and
say.
I don't watch a lot
You
of
gotta,
Twitch. So.
yeah, that's true.
I never understood why like more Twitch streamers don't watch other Twitch streamers. Is it just
It's such a time thing. Like, I don't. Also, the weird thing is, so I remember there's a conversation. Well, conversation is a strong word, but I was at Best Buy and I
Wow.
was wearing my Twitch hoodie.
Yeah.
And the guy
Yeah.
at the checkout was like, "Oh, do you do streaming?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we were chatting for a minute while he was reading my stuff up, and he's like, "Yeah, I really just don't really like live content like that." And I was like, "Me neither." And he was like confused. I was like, "I like to make it because it's way easier than having to edit videos. But if I'm gonna watch something, I would rather watch an edited YouTube video.
interesting?
I don't
Interesting.
love." Streaming, and I want to be able to put it on and watch it and not have to be at my computer chatting and typing and doing things, and
Well, you don't have to be like
you don't have to,
super
but
active.
I would just prefer Let's Plays.
I have a question, follow-up question to that. How does that not constitute a conversation to you? What constitutes a conversation?
It was a very short
Conversation. Discussion?
It's a very short exchange of words.
Conversation.
She didn't raise it up to code conversation. It was a discussion.
He didn't
Whoa,
make.
whoa,
he
we're
didn't
not having
make
a
her
conversation
part.
here. I just
It
wanna
was
make that
very
clear.
quick. He rang up my items. We had a few words exchanged, and
You
then
keep
we
wanting
went
to
on
say,
our way.
we had a conversation, but you keep pausing and changing it to something.
We had a quick
Zero's
exchange.
Zero is a little strange one because he is the most popular streamer in Smash. Next to Nairo, they're neck and neck, and because Nairo's big moment was when he snapped Zero's streak. Zero
He
was
snapped his neck.
You were like, wait a minute.
Damn, I
Waiting
need to be
for-
watching this
shit
shit.
got real
Figuratively.
heated. No, Zero was a smasher in the Brawl days, and he went on a crazy unbeaten streak. We covered it a few weeks ago because he released that he only made $20,000 or something, kind of really small for how insane his run was of first place. And then Nairo was the one that toppled him at a big tournament. So that was his big coming out moment. And they've been best buddies ever since. They were duos partners a lot. So, he's a legend in esports in that regard. But I think his stream was probably I think 5,000 concurrents thereabouts, probably a little lower, a little more, when there's other guys with way more. Than I think.
17,000.
Then I think that's kind of
Braggy
why
guy.
this flew under the radar. Because it doesn't seem like a lot of people were talking about this, the Courage deal and obviously the Ninja and Shroud deals.
Yeah.
If you guys don't really watch Twitch, but it doesn't really feel to me that Ninja is missed too much on Twitch. What do you guys think?
So have you seen his Mixer stream?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
I
And I don't
haven't
think his
tried.
audience really followed him either, because it seems like in his absence, other streamers have just kind of all been growing in the Fortnite space. So you're getting some new studs just popping off in, Benji Fishy, one of our guys, is levels of popularity that we never foresaw. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I was
Interesting.
unaware of Ninja while he was on Twitch, and I'm unaware of Ninja while he's off Twitch. So
So like how you said one of your guys was popping off in the recent since Ninja left. Now you're saying his following go to him.
Yeah,
Or-
it's kind of like, when
That's interesting.
when there's a star there and, he's got 20,000 people watching him, and
now you
he's
need to
gone.
find someone else to watch.
Yeah.
And it's do I want to go to Mixer, make an account, watch you there, or can I just stay on Twitch and find somebody who's
Yeah.
doing the same thing you're doing?
Another guy, King Gothalion, moved over there. He's the most popular Destiny streamer and has been since the beginning.
yeah.
He just went over to Mixer as well, which makes sense. I mean,
I just want to know how many people are actually watching. I know there's people watching Mixer, but I just feel like it's not Twitch.
I think
numbers
it's,
are up
I think
there.
it's growing.
Really?
I think
You
it's
think?
growing, and I honestly, if you look at the platform, not the audience, but the platform itself, Mixer just seems like a better platform overall. There's more features to interact with the audience. The lag time is like next to nothing. Like here on Twitch, I think there's like a 5-second delay. On Mixer, I think it's like 1 second. So when you ask chat a question, it's almost almost instantaneous to them being able to respond to you.
And Twitch has a low latency mode, and it's still not as fast as Mixer.
Yeah. So and turning that on sacrifices some like quality or something like that. Like there's a give and take with activating that. I think overall Mixer is just a better platform. The only thing that Twitch had going for it was
users,
big names and users.
Users,
exactly.
man.
And
it has the market share.
But now that there are bigger names moving over to Mixer and more people are kind of following, even like the more medium to large names are moving over, I think we're going to start seeing it balancing out. It may not happen, in the next few months, but I would say by the end of 2020, I'd be surprised if it wasn't more even.
Do you think Twitch would ever buy Mixer?
No.
I don't know that Mixer would ever sell.
Mixer
it.
wouldn't
Mixer would
sell
ever
to
sell to
Twitch.
them, yeah.
Yeah, it's already Microsoft and the Microsoft.
They're not, yeah.
Yeah,
not
I
going
just
to
feel
trade
like
Microsoft
Mixer
money
is
for
going to go
Amazon
the
money.
way of the Zune and Bing, where like they tried to go in against these Goliaths that had the market share, and everybody was like, "But it's Microsoft, so it's going to be great," and then it just wasn't. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
And like Bing is still around, but nobody cares about it. It's like Mixer's still going to be around, but nobody's going to care.
Gotcha.
You can kind of it's a fun experiment just to kind of go through, compare viewership, because both platforms pretty much show you straight up like how many people are viewing each particular segment. And so right now, if you go to Mixer, they put Shroud on the front page, and he's got 5,000 people, and he's playing Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty. And then if you go to the Fortnite section, when Ninja is not streaming right now, the number one guy on there has 1,000 viewers.
Wow.
Just some dude, 1,000 viewers. You might think, oh, that's kind of cool. But then you go to Fortnite on Twitch.
Yeah.
The number one guy is a guy named Aiden with 6.5K. He has more than Shroud. And Shroud's a god of streaming. Everybody knows his name. Second place has 5.3. Same amount as Shroud. A guy named Mr. Fresh Asian. Then there's a 3K, a 1K, a 1K. And then even Call of Duty on Twitch right now. There's a 5.6K. Beating out Shroud just because he's on Twitch. So many more viewers. There's a total of, 30,000 people watching Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now. And Shroud can barely pull 5. And the next closest guy has a couple hundred.
Wow.
It's not even close. It's going to take way more to the end of 2020 before this catches up. I don't know
if it will.
They're going to have to really lock down more and more of these top talent people.
And YouTube gaming, how's that going?
What?
Non-existent.
No,
Exactly.
not so much.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. I don't know. So if you're looking for something to do and you're wondering, because I've thought about it, everyone was thinking about it at the moment. When Ninja went over, everyone had that thought of like, oh, maybe that's where it's going to be now. He's the biggest one. And maybe some of their hardcore fans are going over to watch them, but they're not just staying there. They're coming right back to Twitch. So I thought it'd be fun just in the last couple minutes of the show. We're going to be spending a lot of time the rest of the year talking about the best of the year. We're going to go through, especially on the Christmas show. Actually, we're not even going to do it on the Christmas show. This year on the Christmas show, I want to change it up. And this is the first end of a decade for us.
Oh,
so
snap.
I think we go through and we do the top games of the past 10 years.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
All right, we got to take some time to think about that one. That'll be a.
That will
we're gonna
be
come back to that one.
Yeah, exactly. So we have time to think about that. But let's look at IGN, what they said were their worst reviewed games of the year. We'll kind of blow past the first 5 here and get into the top 10. Leisure Suit Larry.
I was gonna say, are you trying to say Leisure Suit Larry?
I've never heard of this game, guys. I don't even know.
I've only heard of it from Achievement Hunter because they played it.
Leisure Suit Larry is I can't imagine it's gotten any better, but it was a game you'd sneak and play. This guy, Leisure Suit Larry, is like a little tiny short guy with a big nose, and he's like he's a Casanova, basically. And it was one of the original like dating sim style games, but from a very sleazy point of view.
Oh.
Like they're not all sleazy.
No, super sleazy. Like in
Yeah,
one of them,
no.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pigeon dating is not sleazy, Emma.
in one of them, you play like
Wait.
there's a mini game where you're his sperm, like traveling up to the eggs and stuff. Yeah,
That's funny.
They really pushed all those borders in
I
this
hate
game.
it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So I figured Emma would be all about this game. Apparently, there was a new one this year though called Leisure Suit Larry: Wet Dreams Don't Dry.
That's awful.
Thanks, I hate it.
Metacritic gave it a 50. No love for Leisure Suit Larry in 2019.
Wow.
14, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot got a 50.
The VR one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the VR one. 13, Decay of Logos.
No idea.
No idea what
Yeah,
that
me
is.
neither.
Yeah.
12, Vane. 11, Devil's Hunt. And then here we're getting into the good stuff. The top 10 worst games according to Metacritic.
Oh, that's excessive.
Monster Jam Steel Titans, baby.
Is that
Wait,
like a
monster
monster truck
thing?
game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Emma, have you been to a monster truck show?
No.
Oh,
I have.
you're missing out. You come from the South. You have to have been to a
I
monster
haven't
truck
been
show.
to one, but I know about them.
Oh man, when I lived in Rio Linda, it was the
I
talk.
wanted
Of
to
the,
go to one.
it was the talk of the town when monster trucks came, and I had a buddy of mine whose dad would always take us, and we probably took years off our life in dirt inhalation.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because it was in Arco Arena,
What was
Yeah.
it was
a closed off space.
what's the big one? The tomb something?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I remember the commercials when I was a kid. All
Sunday,
the time.
Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah.
When we had like 5 channels, and you would
Yeah.
change a channel, and like the same,
Same
fucking
commercial is
was
on
all
it.
of
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Yep. You pay for the entire seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Yep.
Damn.
Exactly. the
Nostalgia.
commercial.
That one stuck with me.
Woo!
Because I remember thinking that. Wait, pay for the whole seat. Oh, I gotta
Oh
go.
my God.
I gotta go to that. Yeah. Number 9, Generation Zero.
No idea.
No idea.
Number 8, Submersed.
Nope.
And heard of it, but have no idea what it is.
Number 7, FIFA 20 Legacy Edition
Wow.
for the Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch. This is so it's for
Oh,
the
for the
Nintendo
Switch?
Switch. Calm down,
Okay.
everybody. FIFA's still very
Alright.
much alive and well, but they gave it a bad review. They
Same
said,
thing went through your mind.
yeah, exactly. I guess they tried to add a few modes and it just wasn't popular. And the Switch, it's limited of its capabilities.
It's limited by the technology of its time.
Number 6 on the list, well deserved. I'm surprised it's not even higher. WWE 2K20.
Oh man, that
Wow.
was a mess.
That glitchy mess.
That was
Oh,
a
is that the
mess.
face melting?
Worse, it's
A
like
lot.
there's a lot. It's
It
comical.
was sinking through the floor.
Yep.
Wow.
Being stuck in like death animation, or not death, but
Please, second death.
all those death animations.
they
in
look like they're
wrestling.
dying.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. And what's crazy is that wrestling fans are a special breed of people, man. They're really into this thing.
a word.
If you're into it and you're, above the age of like 15, I mean, it takes a special person. They're really into this shit.
Monster Truck Rally.
Wrestling.
WrestleMan.
and they're not giving
Wrestling.
them the love they need in the video game
It's the
world.
same announcer too. Cage match this Sunday.
Number 5, Dollhouse. First person adventure game. I didn't play that
Don't
one.
know.
Number 4, Contra Rogue Corpse.
There's a new Contra game.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's how I felt.
Wow.
That's how I felt
didn't
when
even-
the
I was
Leisure
like-
Suit Larry thing.
That's
I was
the
like,
new
"Oh,
Leisure Suit Larry game.
they're allowed to make those?
it's 2019. Do they know the state?
Yeah,
of,
things
of,
have changed.
Things have changed.
Number 3, Blades of Time. Only got a 38. Originally launched on the PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. They remade it for the Switch. Did not go so well.
Wow.
Left Alive. Got a 37. Number 2.
that number
worst.
2?
Yep. Another game that feels extremely dated in 2019. Left Alive takes place in the same universe as the Square Enix classic Front Mission. Everybody's
Don't know
favorite.
what that is
Yeah,
either.
everyone
Don't
loves
know
that
what
one.
that is.
Which dates back to the SNES. And
Do I?
And number 1, the worst game as reviewed by the collective entity that is Metacritic is Eternity, The Last Unicorn.
I have no idea what that is.
Excuse me?
Yeah, apparently it was awful. Eternity attempts to replicate the older fixed camera style action games from the 90s and early 2000 eras
What?
and lacks the substance that made the game great. Many critics agree that the combat had been distilled down to mashing a single button, as most enemies attack any type with no situational awareness.
Okay.
Yep, 36%
hang on.
on Metacritic, 3.5 out of 10 on WCCF Tech. For some reason, is one of the top reviews on Google.
Yeah.
If you are reviewing a game called Eternity: The Last Unicorn and you feel the need to critique the battle system, You're playing the wrong game, bro. You drew the short straw.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
So, David, you picked up the new Star Wars game, right?
I did. I have not played it yet.
You're still into
Coward.
you're still in the Outer
I'm
Worlds.
still in the Outer
I respect
Worlds.
it. Finish the Outer Worlds before you move on because it's worth it.
That
There you
game
go.
is so good. So I texted you guys when I got to a certain point because the level of which this game changes depending on the decisions that you make, it's just continuously mind boggles me. So in one of the missions, you leave a space station. You go down to the
You're
first
not
planet
saying
that you're
I'm
on.
way behind you.
You spoiled a lot for me.
What did I spoil for
Oh wait,
you?
no,
Wow.
this part you passed.
Okay.
This part you passed. You go back down and you have to go to this town and you're supposed to get information that you could sell to this lady, the space station, so you can get a hyperdrive or something like that so you can go farther. Anyway, all that to say, you go down there and you talk to these 3 people and they ask you to recover all of these different parts of their experiments and the results and stuff like that. So you go there, you go out, you recover them from all like the Raptidon infested places, and you come back and you have the choice to give them the information or
I
keep
know,
it.
Yeah.
I kept it all. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't see it, I didn't have it or whatever like that. I went back up to the space station and I sold it all to the lady. One of the things that they were researching was toothpaste that when you used it, it would make you skinny.
Uh-huh.
Now the settlement was from this corporation called
Antibiotic. Or no,
No. Something. Anti. We'll just say
yeah.
Anti.
Anti-Cleo.
Anti-Cleo. Okay, so it's an Anti-Cleo settlement, right? So then after I sell this, and it's a little bit later, I'm looking at the loading screens, and all of a sudden here comes a Spacer's Choice diet toothpaste ad. I'm like, oh my god.
Is that not just always in the game?
I don't know if it is or not. I asked you guys if you guys had seen it before, and you guys, Corey, you could recall, and Emma, I don't think you've gotten... You kept the information to yourself from
destroyed
both
it.
people. You destroyed
Yeah.
it. So nobody knows. And you haven't seen that ad, or not that you can recall.
Oh, okay.
So, and the
Because
lady,
I also kept...
That's
I didn't
interesting.
destroy the evidence. I gave it to somebody, but it didn't get destroyed, so I think it might have got made.
did you give it to
Gladys.
the Anti-Cleo's people, or did you give it to Gladys?
I think I
in
gave it to
space?
Gladys.
So that's what I did, and she sells the information.
Oh,
and-
that's right.
And
okay.
so then Spacer's Choice bought the
Oh, my God.
in my universe, that's
Because I
that's what
remember
happened.
I went talking to like the Moonhead guy who just
The
wants to kill
moon.
himself. Talking to him and like was looking through his wares and it said something about toothpaste and he's like, well, we don't have toothpaste yet, but keep an eye out. Like we'll be getting it soon. And I haven't gone back to talk to him since.
Oh, I
wonder
should
what
go
he'll
back
say.
and talk to him. So I'm getting ready to leave the second planet that you're on. I won't give too much spoilers, but I'm at the next big decision that I have to make. And I will say, Corey knows because you've passed it. It's equivalent to the first big decision you make on Terra 2.
Yeah.
I have been playing the Star Wars game.
How was the Star Wars game?
It's really good. It's really good. I did end up toning down the difficulty level because I want to have fun.
Yeah.
It is very much like Dark Souls Star Wars. Like the combat is just like Dark Souls, except it doesn't fucking suck.
Okay.
That's what the girl at GameStop told me.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And the annoying part is like the saves. Sometimes you'll get into a place where like there's like 3 save points that are really close to each other, and then you'll go a really far way without having a save point, and then you die, and it takes you all the way back, and it respawns all
that
the
happened in Outer
enemies.
Worlds to me. I was so
I
upset.
hate it. So I did turn down. So Jedi Grandmaster is the hardest difficulty. So I set it down to Jedi Master. So it's still challenging, but I'm not like hating myself anymore, which
That's
is nice. Sometimes you just want to have fun,
Yeah.
but it's really good. Like the story's good. The biggest drawback for me is it looks like shit on my Xbox.
How? Do you have the old Xbox?
I have
or
the old Xbox. So on a base level Xbox, the game looks terrible.
something? Really?
Like it's kind of like a running thing now in my stream where like if I go into a new place, textures take like 3 seconds to load in.
Wow.
So like I'm looking at a blank slate before the texture kind of pops in.
Interesting.
The hair looks like shit. The Wookiees look terrifying.
You know what?
Now's the time to get a new Xbox.
That's what they're doing. They flipped the switch because Spectre put out a tweet today, right? Who said he brought home the Project Scarlet
Yeah.
new
Oh,
next
yeah.
gen to his house, and it's his main thing, and he loves it. So they clicked that button that was like, make everybody else's Xbox shit now. So
Well, I
they
think
gotta
what probably
upgrade.
happened is that they made it for the PS4 Pro and for the Xbox One X. Like, they made it for those Xboxes, and it runs on the other ones, but they're not prioritizing it. I'm like, if you're making it for the
Gotcha.
current gen, make it work on all of the current gens.
But technically, yours isn't the current gen. The
Yes, it
Xbox
is.
One S and the Xbox One X is the current
But it's
gen.
still an Xbox One. It's still the current gen.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all the same thing anyways. This
So
new one's not
that's
gonna-
like
I,
my biggest bummer is like it doesn't look very good at all, and it's upsetting. And
Mm.
I want to play it on an Xbox One X, but I don't have one. So I'd be curious to see how different it looks, because I was like, does this game just look like garbage? And somebody in my chat was like, I run it on a One X and it looks fantastic.
I have a life tip before we leave.
life
Everybody
tip.
check your local GameStop, because I traded in a bunch of games last night, and they're doing an extra $5 to each trade.
What?
I ended up
So you get
trading
like
in.
$5.50.
I ended up trading in. I ended up getting like $69 in credits.
Nice.
Wow.
So I
my
got
man.
2 games for what I was expecting to pay for 1 game.
What else did you get?
Wow.
I got Jedi and then Modern Warfare.
Oh, you did get Modern Warfare.
Got Modern Warfare.
Oh, and I just bought Control, because that reminded me of talking.
Control.
I finally did buy it.
My younger cousin is really into Modern Warfare. He lives up at Chico, and he's been wanting to play with me, so I got that so we can
Crossplay.
You waited
cross.
until after
Yeah.
Black Friday to do your game purchases?
So I kept thinking that Cyber Monday was going to be a better deal, and Cyber Monday was a worse deal
Yes, it was.
than
There
Black
was-
Friday.
I wasn't really excited about any sales this year.
It wasn't that great, but I'm
Best
glad
Buy
I did.
had a
'cause-
fantastic deal on the processor that I just bought, and I'm really pissed because I didn't want to buy anything drunk, and then it was gone when I woke up. Because they had the processor that I got for $110 off,
Wow.
and I ended up getting it for just $50 off.
I make all of my best decisions drunk.
And I was like, I don't want to drunk buy this. It's expensive. I'll wait until the morning. It'll still be there.
That's how she was talking too.
It probably was. It's expensive.
I used to just sleep.
Emma, what's going on the streams? You've been back to streaming, right?
Yeah, Death Stranding and Jedi. Like that's my life until I finish them, and then it's back to. I did more Death Stranding today. That game is good. It's a good game.
Yeah. Someone in chat came in here too. Jay Gist was telling me I need to play it to
Whose
get
opinion you value?
I do
as a
opinion
gamer.
his value as a person.
Yeah.
You know, and he came through with some life lessons. He said I need to play this game to get better as a father. So he might have sold me.
You
David.
play Death
Wow.
Stranding to get better as a father?
He said you got to take care of the baby.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is he talking about? Yeah. Honestly, my whole stream is just me trying to get rid of this fucking baby.
Oh my
Like,
god.
they-
That's how Emma.
Can I just leave it on a rock?
Honestly,
You gotta find a fire station. It's a safe
there was a
place.
sequence today where like I was having to protect it from somebody that wanted to take it, and I'm yelling. I was like, just take it. I don't want it. Just take it, please. Please, I don't want it. You can have it. I want nothing to do with it. Get it away from me. It starts crying, and I start yelling at it.
Stop crying.
That sounds.
Dang.
You really
I'm,
just
like,
sold
getting-
that stream.
I'm getting like shot, and my game's like the BB stress levels are increasing. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
So is mine.
sure, okay. I'm losing blood, but the BB stress levels are increasing.
So
Fuck
if you
that
want to
game.
watch Emma be a neglectful adult, you can go to Emma Skies.
You know me in real life.
The Emma Skies. No, what is it? Switch.tv/ just
Emma
Emma Skies.
Skies.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. David Webb, thanks for
up?
being on the show, man.
Yep.
Play some more games. Come back to us. Report on what you think of those.
I got a VR story to tell after the show.
Okay, we'll save it for the post show. A little bonus time action. If you want to check out the post show, you should be watching us live on twitch.tv/videogame_bang each week on Wednesdays. We're gonna have our VGB Christmas party coming up here pretty soon. I think we're gonna.
14.
I think it's the 14th. Yeah. And we'll be talking about the best games of the decade. It'll be a lot of fun. There will be a lot of alcohol, a lot of friends, a lot of people who from the shows past that it's always exciting to see. We'll be doing our White Elephant. We have traditions here on VGB, and we're going to honor those goddamn traditions. So if you want to check that out, be sure not to miss it on Saturday, the 14th of December. And then also, we're going to be doing a trivia night for Star Wars right before the launch. So that'll be on the 16th at Oblivion Comics and Coffee. That's going to be really exciting. If you guys like Star Wars, we're going to be talking Mandalorian. It'll just be a good old time. Last time we had like cosplayers show up. It was really cool. There was like one guy in a Luke Skywalker costume, but it was still cool.
But it was still cool.
Yeah. So come hang out and drink some beers and it's going to be fun. The last thing to talk about is this Sunday on the 8th, SAC Gamer Sexpo.
Sunday.
Yep, SAC Gamer Sexpo right there. You
Expo.
can come in there. We'll have a photo booth, VGB photo booth, because we honor our tradition. You can hang out. We'll be doing a live panel. It'll be lots of fun. Thanks to Chris and everybody who sets up this wonderful event each year. This is their 5th year, which is huge for them. Like for a little like show like that to show that they continually grow and stuff. So it's very promising for them. We're excited to be a part of it. Lexi, you got to get that stream going.
I know.
But everything you do for this show is greatly appreciated.
I will.
We'll get you
Of
set
course,
up.
You guys are great.
We're going to get you set up with that stream soon.
My birthday is this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, December birthday up top.
Christmas
Aw.
baby. No. Not a Christmas baby, but a Christmas month baby.
Is there something you're trying to get for your
For my birthday?
For your birthday?
I don't know.
Want to drop some hints to people who listen to this show?
Y'all want to help me get my stream set up?
I was just saying stream setup. She
Get
just
that
talked about.
stream set up? No.
Yeah, we'll definitely help you out with that. We'd love
Send me
to.
a cake or some cupcakes or something. I don't know.
So that's it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. For Lexi, Emma, the real David Webb, my name is Corey saying, you've just been banged.